Hey there, YouTube. Crypto Force here again, bringing you another daily dose of crypto. And today I got three pieces of news I want to bring to you, and I think they are very positive news for the cryptocurrency space. I think that it's showing that even though governments and banks tend to be, I believe, fearful of cryptocurrency, not because they're afraid of people getting swindled, but because they're afraid they're not going to make the money they want to make. So if a government can't tax it and make a profit off of it, or they think it'll unseat the fiat currency that a government already is mass producing, I think that's where the governments are looking at it as, we got to put the reins on this thing. And from a bank perspective, it'll almost make a bank obsolete. So, I think that's why those two entities are so negative against cryptocurrency, but they always use the crutch, oh, we're doing it for the people. We don't want people to get screwed at it. And we don't want people doing all this illegal commerce and buying drugs and doing all this, gun trafficking, drug trafficking, and all this other stuff. So, I think that's just a ploy. I think for sure it basically boils down to governments and banks want to make sure they get their money too. So, with that being said, this first article here says Russia's largest state bank to open cryptocurrency exchange in Europe. And as you know, Russia has banned anonymous cryptocurrency exchanges, and they had a ruling. I think it was like a day or two ago where they said cryptocurrency. It was really bizarre the way they said it. They said it was not a currency, but they said it was an asset. So it's kind of confusing the way they're wording it, and that has not been made official yet. But that's what their finance minister was talking about. So that wasn't made official. But you try to figure that out. It's an asset, but it's not a currency. So it's kind of a double talk. It sounded like. But anyways, good news out of Russia. Now this is it's the largest state bank of Russia, and it's called Sberbank, and they are not opening the cryptocurrency exchange in Russia. They're opening it in Switzerland, where cryptocurrency exchanges are legal. Now, if you'll remember, you always heard the term Swiss bank accounts. So, Switzerland has always been pro money and, pro people, it seems like, with money in regards to that. So, I think this is a great place for this exchange to open. Now, this is the coolest part about this. And I'll explain why. At first you might think, oh, this sounds negative, but it isn't at all if you listen to this. Okay, it says Sberbank does not plan to provide cryptocurrency exchange to retail investors. So, me and you could not go on this exchange and purchase or sell cryptocurrency, but it is looking to operate on the institutional level. So that is huge. This will give institutions a place where they can, buy and sell and leverage cryptocurrency. And that's what we want. When we start getting institutions to really dive into cryptocurrency, that's when the price will go crazy. I think that's what it's going to take for mass adoption to really, take over. So I think this could be really big. And it may take a little while. So I think this could be really big. It's this really is one of the key steps in finalizing cryptocurrency as a digital asset that's going to bring value and I believe bring mainstream attention to cryptocurrency. Now, this also talks about the Russian authorities that presented this digital asset regulation bill, which I was talking a little bit about earlier. And it says it defines and establishes a regulatory system for cryptocurrencies, ICOs, mining, and trading. And it says it is the Ministry of Finance is aiming to legally adopt cryptocurrency trading. Now, here's the part I was trying to explain. Since it would reduce the risks of fraud and increase the government's tax revenue due to potential for fiscal transparency. So these governments are looking for money. That's the bottom line. It's not to protect anybody. It is for making money, which, more power to them if everybody else is making money as well. But right now the markets are, they've been red for quite a while now, not only because it was due for a correction, but it's also because of all the mainstream media is just really, I think, misrepresenting these cryptocurrency bans on anonymous. It's not meaning these countries are banning cryptocurrency. It just means you cannot, purchase cryptocurrency anonymously. You have to have your authentic name with your tax identifier, etc., just like here in the United States. So I think media is misrepresenting the facts on these on this news that comes out of these countries. But anyways, big news: the Russian largest state bank, Sberbank, it's opening the exchange in Switzerland for institutional level investors only. That's awesome news. Next piece of news: the UK's Royal Mint launches gold-backed cryptocurrency. Now, as you remember, back in up until the 70s, the United States dollar, if you have a dollar bill or any denomination that was prior to 1972, right on it it'll say silver certificate, gold certificate, and that dollar you could actually, you're theoretically supposed to be able to take it to a bank or depository and say, here's a dollar, I want a dollar worth of gold for it. So it was backed by a gold standard. Now, Richard Nixon took us off that in 1972, and since then, money has been, created at will by the Federal Reserve. They just keep printing more and more and more and more, so they're going to spend their way out of debt, and it's a bad situation, and eventually it will come to a head. Now, with that being said, the UK's Royal Mint, who is the institution that actually produces the money that is circulated in the UK, wants to announce its own gold-backed cryptocurrency. Excuse me. And they think that Bitcoin is very volatile, and they don't know the future of Bitcoin, but they want their cryptocurrency, since it will be backed by an actual piece of gold or piece of silver in a physical form, that it will, stay level and, slowly trend upward as, demand for gold and silver increases. So that's pretty cool news. So that means, the UK in some form, a company there, and I'm assuming this Royal Mint is somehow associated with the government there in the UK. So that's pro cryptocurrency. So anyways, it looks like more people starting to go mainstream slowly but surely and move into the cryptocurrency space. So this coin will actually be called the Royal Mint Gold. It's going to be RMG as the token. And I don't see an actual date here of when this is going to actually be implemented, but that is the plan right now. So UK will have their own cryptocurrency backed by physical gold called Royal Mint Gold. So that's another good piece of news. And here's the last piece. Formerly top cryptocurrency exchange Huobi to open office in the U.S. Now, as you remember, when China shut down its exchanges in September 2017, Huobi, that was one of the largest cryptocurrencies that was actually founded in China, and they are going to open an office in San Francisco. So, just another place for everybody to trade cryptocurrency. San Francisco is a big hub for the techies. A lot of international trade and stuff go through there. So it's another place to legitimize cryptocurrency and to get it out to the masses. And, anything like that, I think, is a big positive. So anyways, that's the three good pieces of cryptocurrency news today. I don't really see much negative in the news. I always look for articles to see, how facts are being misrepresented or if there's some legitimate bad news in the crypto space. And, cryptocurrency is still a fledgling thing, but it is coming along, and I truly believe in it. And I really think it's definitely going to be the currency of the future, and it will make fiat currency obsolete. And if you look at the markets, it's down right now, guys. But I think right now it's somewhat of a fire sale. But just make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you research the coins. Don't just watch videos on YouTube that say, "Hey, I'm going to make you rich. This is the top 5. It'll make you a millionaire." Nobody knows that stuff. Do your own research. Figure it out for yourself. Maybe get some ideas of some coins from people, or watch the reviews to figure out what they are, what they're about, and then delve into it from there and try to figure out if that's what's best for you or what you want. So, as always, good luck trading, and Crypto Force signing out.